back to my channel. Today I decided to film this ridiculous eye look. It's a little dramatic, but I was inspired. I don't even know by what. I think honestly my piercing, because it's like blue opal. And I did the top part of this eye look yesterday for school and work. I just didn't do the liner underneath because I slept in a little too late. So I couldn't do that, but I had this idea in my head since yesterday, so I'm glad I got to get it on my face. Everything you need to know will be down below in the description box, so be sure to check that. So starting off this eye look, guys, I'm using my tried and true Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Just applying a good amount of that and then going to blend that in with my fingertip. Find that my fingertip kind of pushes in the product a little bit easier because of the warmness of my fingertip, if that makes sense. So now I'm just setting my primer with a matte eyeshadow that matches my skin tone, obviously. Use what matches yours. I believe I'm using Buff from the Lorac Pro 2 palette. And now with a big fluffy brush, I am using the light brown shade in that same palette. This is a good transition shade, and there's going to be a lot of blending. That is the key for a seamless eye look. So I'm just packing it on and then blending it out. Now I'm switching brushes. This was the one that I was using. Now I'm using a smaller tapered brush and the tiniest little bit, me being weird, of the color Sable from the Lorac Pro 1 palette. And I'm just packing, blending, just to get the right intensity that I want for this look. So packing and then blending out, and then packing more on, and then blending it out for that nice seamless look that we want. And I'm also going back in with that bigger fluffy brush and blending it out. And now with the smaller brush, taking more of that Sable color and Espresso color from the Lorac Pro 1 palette, and then blending it out with the big fluffy brush to make it seamless. And then going back in with that matte shade Buff to intensify it a little bit. And now going in with my tried and true absolute favorite NYC liquid liner. That was how I moved. You know, liquid liner does take practice. I didn't want to speed up too many clips so that way you can see that, I'm not that fast at it. And then see, eyes go back and forth. I realized that I messed up. So this is why I traced where my wings are going to go with eyeshadow, because with that sponge that I use for foundation, I just erased it. It took away a little bit of eyeshadow, but that's an easy fix. Just go back in with that fluffy brush, kind of blend it out. I didn't put any more product on my brush. I just kind of blended it in, and then I retrace to make it even, because I like a dramatic wing, so this just helps me. And now I'm going over my trace line with my eyeliner, and now I'm connecting that together to make a nice little triangle, and then I'll just fill in that triangle with the liner. And yeah, it's pretty foolproof. So if you're having issues with a liner, I hope you give this a try. And now I just wanted to include this tip in here as well. This is how I curl my lashes. I kind of pulse the eyelash curler in different areas of my lashes to get a good even curl, if that makes sense, instead of just crunching them one time and then leaving it at that. And I'll leave what mascara I use down below, but that's how it looks. And I also wanted you to see this highlighter in action because it is my absolute favorite. It is Becca's Pearl highlighter. And now I'm moving on to tightlining my eyes. This is something that I don't normally do, but I wanted an intense, bold eye look. So very gently, I'm holding down my eyes and just putting the black eyeliner all around on the inner parts of my eye. And now for the fun part. I am using 3 different blues, I believe. First one up is Neptune by Makeup Geek. And then I'm just using a little definer brush and smudging that and smoking it out on the bottom lash line. And I stop right where I guess the color of my eye stops, but it wasn't bright enough, that blue, so I pick up After Party by Sugarpill to intensify it and brighten it up a little bit more to be the blue that I want. And then I just went the full mile and I picked up Poolside by Makeup Geek. It's a nice little lighter blue mermaid color, and kind of ran that on the inner parts of the blue to brighten it up and give it that kind of gradient effect. Then I go in with a dome brush and I pick up that white shade that was in the Sugarpill quad just to really brighten up my inner corner because I love a bright inner corner. And I also kind of put it underneath my eye too. That's why I left that gap. So that way just the inner part of the eye really pops with that blue. There's a good contrast of colors going on there. And I just take my time here and I really pack on that color. It is really pigmented. It's a really wonderful white eyeshadow for the inner corner. It is one of my favorites. So that's what it looks like there. And now for the lips, I am using ColourPop Cosmetics in the color Kapow. I just like saying that name. But yeah, I'm real sexy. I like to pretend like I have a mustache for a little bit. And then, yeah, I'm just very careful with darker lipsticks like this, and I take my time with it. And then I also pick up some concealer and a flat synthetic brush, kind of run it on the outer parts of my lip to really perfect that and get a nice crisp line. I'm really picky about that, but that's what I like to do. So that is the completed look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed filming it for you. It was a little different, but if you do this look, tag me on Instagram and I'll see you next time.